Welcome to my channel Adhyan with Flow. Today we are going to learn about regulation of kidney function. Means what kind of factors affect kidney during their regulation. First, Adh hormone and some renin. They affect kidney's function. They regulate. What is the function of ADH? This hormone secreted by hypothalamus. Which ADH, the full form of ADH is antidiuretic hormone. What they do? They absorbed excess water from DCT, distal convoluted tubule. When filtrate enters in DCT, that time ADH hormone secreted, and from filtrate they absorb water. So this is the function of ADH. We can call it as a vasopressin. Okay. Now another hormone is renin. What they do? Renin convert into angiotensinogen, then angiotensinogen further converted into angiotensin first, and angiotensin first converted into angiotensin second. And what they do? What thing adrenal angiotensin will do? They contract or activate. They contract and activate. What kind of thing? They activate aldosterone. And what things they do? Aldosterone, what they do? They do reabsorption of some ions like sodium and of course water. So some factors like ADH hormone, vasopressin, some renins related mechanism, they regulate what? They regulate some kidneys function, helpful in reabsorption. Alright guys, some A and F factor, these are also contribute in kidney regulation. They dilute the vessels, so blood can easily passes. This hormone is secreted by cardiac wall. Now maturation. In this process they told us that how urinary bladder perform their function. This is the urinary bladder, this is the ureters. One pair of ureters, they open here and make some triangular structure over there. They made up with smooth muscles. When urines are collected in urinary bladder, then urinary bladder's muscles start contracting and relaxing, so we can urinate. And smooth muscles, these are controlled by CNS, and CNS, they controlled by two types of neurons, sensory neuron and motor neuron. What they do? Sensory sense from organ and tissue and give signals towards CNS. And what motor neuron will do? Take signal from CNS and give message to tissue that excrete. It means body sense by sensory neuron, and sensory neuron give message to CNS, and CNS give message to motor neuron, and motor neuron gives message to the desired tissue. If we sense that we have feeling for urination, then our sensory neuron give message towards CNS that the person have feeling, they sense some urination. The motor neuron gives message to their tissues, their smooth tissues of urinary bladder, that excrete out this product. So this is the micturition. Here is sphincter. Let me, yeah, urethral sphincter is also present. What is the work of sphincter? They contract and relax. They contract and relax. This is the mechanism of sphincter. What they do? The contraction of smooth muscles of the bladder and stimulation of relaxation of urethral sphincter, causing the releasing of urine. This contraction relaxation, this process of release of urine is called micturition. The process of releasing urine is called it as a micturition. So this is all about micturition. If something error in ADH, if hormone is not secreted by hypothalamus, then that kind of person suffer from diabetes mellitus, not insipidus, it's mellitus. If someone suffer from glycosuria, it means this person release urine plus glucose. If some person suffer from ketonuria, it means they release ketone body with urine. In some person have hematuria, it means urine excretion with some blood clots. So there are some disease. Okay, the role of other organs in excretion means our lungs remove large amount of CO2. This is the waste product, but this is excreted by our lungs. Normally, the liver, the largest gland in our body, of course, secrete bile containing substance like bilirubin. Biliverdin, important guys, be specific. Bilirubin. What contain? Bile juice contain bilirubin, biliverdin, cholesterol, degraded steroid hormone, vitamins and drugs. Most of these substance ultimately passes out along with digestive waste. When we excrete the solid waste, this thing, bilirubin, biliverdin, some cholesterol, steroid hormones, some drugs, they automatically released by digestive tract. Now sweat released by our sebaceous gland in the skin can alleviate certain substance through their secretion. Of course, we sweat and release our NaCl, a small amount of urea. Definitely lactic acid, by sweating we can release lactic acid, urea and NaCl by our sweating process. Through the primary function of sweat is facilitated to cooling effect of our body. Of course, after sweating we feel some coolness in inside and outside. Our skin is chilled after sweating. It also help in the removal of some of the waste mentioned above. Yeah, these are the waste product and are by sweating they remove. Sebaceous gland eliminate certain substances like sterol first, hydrocarbons second, and some waxes through sebum. Clear guys? So this is the role of other organism other than what? Other than excretory system. They also helpful like lungs, like sweat glands, like digestive tract, like liver. They also support. They also support for what? Excretion. Here is some disorders guys. Here is some disorders. Hemodialysis. If person's kidney not function, then they dialysis their blood. During artificial kidney, they dialysis their blood. Machine set up and all, and they do kidneys function. Next is some renal failures. They can't absorb any kind of ions and less water, so we can call it as a normally language in kidney failure. If one kidney fail, then another kidney do their work also. Renal calculi. There are some stones, they made up with oxalates. Stone present in ureters, urinary bladders. Some stones they made up with oxalate, they deposit in our renal tract. Glomerulonephritis, inflammation of glomeruli of kidney. Here glomerulus is affected, so directly filtration is affected. Filtration is affected. So that's all for now, and your chapter is finished. Chapter 90, waste product and their excretion. So if you like my lecture guys, then please support and subscribe my channel Adhyan with Flow. Adhyan with Flow, and keep smiling. Thank you. Thanks a lot for listening me. Thank you.